This is going to be a what's inside video. This is a 50 watt lithium lighting metal halide dusk to dawn light. This is the kind of bulb that they take. Yeah, I guess that don't work. Yeah, don't believe that. I haven't had one last me that long yet. 50 watts, metal halide. It's a very bright white light. These are what the bulbs look like. On the inside you can see it's a glass chamber inside a glass chamber, surrounded by a bunch of stuff, and I actually have a surprise here. I'm gonna put that one down for right now. So this is the cover. There's usually 2 screws holding it on. On this one they broke off, and it was siliconed in too, so made it a little more fun. So there's the old light bulb that was in this one. Actually, it was a new light bulb that went in, but didn't quite survive. And so we've got a, this one here has one glass holder, and it actually rings down to the bottom of the light to hold it in place to keep it from vibration. And then it's got a filament inside here. It's right inside that glass ball, inside this glass tube, and then a couple of metal dispersers, little metal holders that also have air vents in them to vent the heat outward. So there's the inners of the bulb. This has a little cover here, a diffuser or reflector. Covers over where the wiring goes. In this case we punched out the hole in here and had to punch out a little more to put the light in place. Let me see if this one comes off. Yes, it does. What do we have here? We've got one on the front. Alright, so I'm going to grab a screwdriver. Trying to look through the camera and do this at the same time, so that makes it a little fun. My screwdriver doesn't quite want to get onto there. Now when I took this off the wall, I did drop it on the ground, so some things kind of shattered. I'm a little surprised because usually these are really robust. Of course our photocell shattered off, and there's some stuff moving around in there. I know that already. I know what's generally in these things. Alright, so I'm not too shabby about that. There we go, just yank that. Alright, so we got some pieces from our other guy there. What's going on here? Alright, I'm just going to yank that out the way so we can see what's going on here. Well, that appears to be interesting. So all this stuff, I believe, is part of the photocell. Yeah, it is. Okay. So all this stuff is part of the photocell that's broken off. I'm going to cut this so I can take the light off. Alright. Come on, hold still, one-handed. There we go, and then cut the wrong side. Okay, oh, there goes the photocell. And this is actually the internals on the photocell. It's more of like a micro switch kind of deal. It hits it or something like that, I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got 2 wires that go to this light here. I'm going to just cut those off right now. And what else is holding us into place here? Something is holding. We just have a wire, I think, that's stuck. Okay, yeah, that's it. So that's the shell, and that's also the lamp holder housing. So here we have a transformer, big old giant transformer. It transforms the power from your typical 110 to the power this thing runs on. Knock all that crap out of there. So that photocell just blew up when this thing hit the ground. That is amazing. This plastic must have got really brittle for all the years of use. What does this say? Okay, so the photocell is 02 2011. So this light was made in 2011. And we're in 2017 now, so this light's about 6 years old. Not the cheapest things to run. They are very bright. They do make a hum. This one here is apparently just kind of hit its life expectancy. So let's see what this thing is. This is a heated part that warped off the label. This is more like a, I call it like a starter ballast or something like that. This is part of this, and it regulates the voltage going in and out and keeps everything stable, and also starts up the bulb. Focus, you fucking piece of shit. Okay. So this is what they call an igniter. So when metal halide lights turn on, they have to be warmed up. So basically this kick starts the process and gets it going. And then everything else takes over. But this is the igniter, and this is this jumbo-sized twin. Yeah, that's two. That's two transformers there in one. So it must be a hefty amount of power they're bringing this thing up to. I'm curious what the voltage is. The only way I could find that out is if I took a tester and put it on there. Oh no, wait a minute. There is a label right here. So let's take this bracket off and we'll see what the output voltage on this guy is. You know, metal halide lights, I don't believe run at 110. I believe that they get transformed into a much higher voltage, but let's see if my belief is correct. So I'm just going to take the two screws out that hold the bracket, which hold the transformer into place. So let's see here. We've got schematics, which are upside down. Let's see if I can read this. It's an outdoor 120 volt transformer. Does it say anything about what its output is? It's marked and labeled for the light itself, but let's see here. Outdoor, it's a ballast. And what ballasts do is they power lights that can't run off straight 110, but this is not saying anything about it putting out 110. You know, they don't want you to know their proprietary crap, I guess. Let's see if it says anything on the igniter. 80 to 100 volts. NG240. So this might actually be turning into 240 volts. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Inside these things, you have a ballast, you have an igniter, you have that focus, you have that photocell that turns it on and off at night. If you didn't use that, then this will just turn off anytime you hit a switch, and then it just powers up the light bulb. And it's pretty simple. Once you take the shield off, this is pretty much what you get. Just this jumbo wires, transformer and igniter, and a photocell. And that's what's inside a 110 volt metal halide 50 watt light. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.